Welcome to day 3 of our management consulting series, where we explore one of the most important yet often overlooked parts of consulting, the consultant-client relationship. If the first 2 days helped you understand what consulting is and how the industry works, today we'll focus on how consultants and clients work together. Because no matter how smart your analysis or how advanced your strategy, the success of any consulting project depends on the quality of this relationship. Let's start with the basics. The consultant-client relationship is built on trust, collaboration, and mutual respect. The consultant brings specialized expertise, fresh perspective, and structured problem-solving. The client, on the other hand, brings real-world experience, insider knowledge, and the power to implement change. When both sides work together effectively, consulting becomes more than advice. It becomes a partnership that creates real impact. However, this partnership doesn't form automatically. It develops through stages. The relationship usually begins with entry and contracting. In this phase, the consultant and the client clarify the problem, define the objectives, and agree on how they will work together. This is where expectations are set. Everything from timelines and deliverables to communication styles and confidentiality. A clear, transparent start is essential, because misunderstandings here can cause problems later. Once the project begins, the next stage is diagnosis and analysis. Here, the consultant gathers data, conducts interviews, and studies the organization's processes. But this phase isn't just about numbers or documents. It's also about understanding people. Consultants must listen carefully, observe patterns, and recognize the informal dynamics that drive decision-making. Successful consultants don't just analyze the business, they understand its culture and values. After diagnosis comes solution development, where consultants and clients co-create strategies and recommendations. This is where collaboration truly matters. While consultants bring models and frameworks, the client provides context and feasibility. The best consultants don't just present solutions, they engage the client in shaping them. When the client feels ownership over the solution, implementation becomes smoother and more effective. The next stage is implementation, and this is where many consulting projects succeed or fail. Implementation is not just about following a plan, it's about managing change. People within the organization may resist new processes, fear losing control, or doubt the consultant's recommendations. To overcome this, consultants need empathy, communication skills, and the ability to motivate others. They must help the client's team see the benefits of change and build confidence in the new way of working. Throughout all these stages, trust remains the foundation. Trust is built through honesty, consistency, and competence. Clients trust consultants who listen actively, respect confidentiality, and deliver what they promise. Consultants trust clients who provide accurate information, involve the right stakeholders, and stay committed to the process. Without trust, the engagement becomes transactional. With trust, it becomes transformational. Now let's talk about types of consultant-client relationships. Some relationships are purely advisory, where the consultant provides recommendations and the client implements them independently. Others are collaborative, where consultants and clients work side by side to design and execute solutions. In long-term partnerships, consulting can even become developmental, where consultants help clients build their own internal capabilities, transferring knowledge and skills along the way. It's also important to discuss common challenges in consultant-client relationships. Sometimes clients expect instant results or underestimate how complex implementation can be. Other times, consultants may present solutions that look perfect on paper but don't fit the client's reality. Misalignment of goals, lack of communication, or internal politics can also create friction. The best way to manage these issues is through open dialogue, feedback, and adaptability. A good consultant never blames the client. They focus on finding solutions together. Let's consider an example. Imagine a consulting firm helping a manufacturing company reduce production costs. During the analysis, the consultant discovers that the main issue isn't the process itself, but the resistance of middle managers to change. Instead of forcing the solution, the consultant collaborates with these managers, listens to their concerns, and involves them in designing the new workflow. As a result, the implementation becomes faster, smoother, and more sustainable. This is what effective consultant-client collaboration looks like. Not dictating, but partnering. Now, let's look at the skills required to build strong client relationships. Consultants need to master communication, both verbal and written. They must be able to explain complex ideas simply and clearly. They also need emotional intelligence, the ability to read people, understand their motivations, and adapt their style accordingly. Active listening, conflict management, and negotiation skills are equally essential. A consultant's credibility is not only built on what they know, but also on how they make others feel heard and valued. The video then transitions into ethical principles in consulting relationships. Every consultant has a duty to act with integrity, maintain confidentiality, and put the client's interests first. Ethical lapses, like misrepresenting findings or pushing unnecessary services, can destroy trust and reputation. Professional conduct and transparency are non-negotiable foundations of the consulting profession. As we near the end, the teacher summarizes the key message. Consulting is not about giving perfect answers, but about helping clients find the right answers for their context. A successful consultant-client relationship is a partnership based on collaboration, respect, and shared success. When consultants truly understand their clients and work with them rather than for them, the results are powerful and lasting. To conclude, Day 3 emphasizes that the consultant-client relationship is the human core of consulting. Frameworks and analysis matter, but relationships turn recommendations into reality. In the next episode, Day 4, we'll explore the consulting process in detail, breaking down each phase from problem definition to project closure, and showing how great consultants deliver consistent, measurable impact.